Hi guys, welcome to this video about fibromyalgia and natural treatments which could really help. I'm not promising any kind of overnight miracles. Fibromyalgia is a really tough thing and really hard to treat, and it's totally individual things. Some people are more affected, some a little bit less. And some people even think, even doctors think that it's just, people are just like pretending to be sick and are not sick and just too lazy to work, and a really crazy thing, because there's nothing to see. The problem is really there are no bruises, it's not no swelling usually. It's really tough to diagnose, but in the meantime, scientists have been able to prove that there are some changes in the body going on, especially with the nerves, and so that's a good thing, positive development, but still a lot of doctors are not aware of the change. So this is my story from about my last 6 years in a lot of pain and problems, and it started about 6 years ago, and it got really worse when I was taking some medication. I got some kind of infection and they gave me a lot of cortisone, and after that, maybe 1 week after dropping the cortisone, it started really going downhill. And after a couple of weeks, I was in such a bad condition that I could barely walk. I couldn't go upstairs, and I couldn't even open the fridge with one hand. It's crazy. It's almost impossible to imagine how this is. You see yourself sitting in a wheelchair a couple of weeks or at least months later. This is one of the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life. So if somebody tells you he's suffering from fibromyalgia, don't just think it's a little bit of simulating or whatsoever. So this can be really a serious thing, and it can go downhill and you end up really in a wheelchair or whatsoever. So I have been then thinking about changing my diet. I've been reading a lot, and I changed my diet. I skipped a lot of meat, especially red meat. I skipped a lot of alcohol. Most of it, to put it this way. And I started to take a lot of supplements, vitamins, whatsoever, but I had the impression that nothing really worked. But when I think back, there was actually just one thing which really helped me, and I think that was the thing which actually saved me and my life at this moment, and that's the curcumin. You can buy it almost everywhere. You have to make sure that you don't pay too much. I think you can get a decent bottle for about maybe $10 or so, maybe even lower. You have to just to make sure that you get really a good quality, and you get it combined with black pepper. So this is the thing. I think it's about 5% black pepper, and this really makes the thing much more powerful. The thing is also, if you like to save more money, you can do this on your own. Curcumin you can buy, turmeric curcumin you can buy in a lot of health food stores. You can buy it pretty cheap, and you can buy these capsules and capsule machines, and you can do it on your own. It's a little bit of work, but if you have enough time, you can save a lot of money on that. And I can tell you, this can do a really good thing. I'm really 100% convinced that this really gave me back my real life. It took some time. After about 1 year, I was still feeling these problems, but I was able to participate in normal life, and a couple of years later I was even able to do all the sports activity which I liked, like playing hockey or other stuff. And it's not only against fibromyalgia, it's against, it works against a lot of things, and it is crazy anti-aging and so on. I mean, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm not PhD, I'm not any kind of medical professional. It is just my personal experience, and there's no guarantee that anything like that works, but I have experienced huge improvement by taking the curcumin over a long time, like with every large meal. The most important thing is that you take it at the beginning, not on an empty stomach, because it can be really hard on your stomach. If you take it just empty, at least take it with a glass of milk. And I would suggest to take it at the beginning of a meal, and especially not taking late at night, because it can be really harsh also to your esophagus. So be careful with that. It's really super strong, but it can be really helpful and anti-inflammation. You can read a lot about curcumin. It is a really high potential anti-aging thing. So this has helped me definitely, and I will put down the link for the one. I mean, I can't find the product which I've been using here. I have to look it up. I'm just showing you the whole page. I will put down the link to my favorite product of curcumin anyway. But this is more. I mean, this is actually just more or less the past, the thing which I have been using, and it helped me a lot. But now I have been detecting even more, and I just found this by chance. It's a crazy thing. I was just looking for something to give a little bit relaxation, take away anxiety from one of my family members, and I remember we had this GABA at home to make you a little bit more relaxing, get you better sleep. And I was then going to the internet and tried to do a little bit more of research on that, and then I found this page, and they are talking about natural approach to fibromyalgia. And here we have one thing, serotonin. I haven't used that. But the second thing is GABA, and they are talking about, a lot of people with fibromyalgia symptoms have low levels of GABA, or GABA deficit can cause some fibromyalgia-like symptoms. So it's always a little bit difficult to say, do you have fibromyalgia, or do you have just these symptoms or whatsoever? But it seems to be really related to that. The GABA, by the way, is a natural thing. Of course, it is extracted or even synthetically made nowadays, but actually it's a pretty natural thing. It has really low, very low side effect. It is really high potential, and it has this really good impact on these neurotransmitters, and it can really calm you down and give you much better sleep. And so it has a lot of positive impacts on fibromyalgia-like symptoms. And it's not only this, it is also anti-inflammatory. The cool thing is it really has this second effect. They are not even talking about these things here. They are talking about you have to use anti-inflammation, and they say a lot of people are trying to give some normal medications, and of course you can try to work against neuro inflammation with a lot of different things, but they don't mention the GABA itself. So they're talking about DHA, this one, magnesium, resveratrol, even curcumin. Yeah, you see that curcumin and they are talking about, yeah, magnesium similar to GABA, but I don't know why they are not mentioning GABA, because GABA has a really high anti-inflammatory effect, and it seems it has it on the nerves, so it has really a double impact, and with additional curcumin you can even improve that or make it more potential. The crazy thing is actually why I found this. I mean, I was doing research on GABA, but the thing is actually, and yeah, when I did this research, I found this title, and it in a sudden I realized, oh man, since a couple of days, I mean, I've started to taking the GABA again because I had some problems with sleeping. I started this, and when I saw this, when I went to this page and was looking for GABA, and I saw this fibromyalgia, it came into my mind. There was such a reaction. Oh man, that is it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it has really improved my conditions over the last couple of days. I mean, it's probably not 100% healing or something like that. I just was feeling in the last couple of days that there was some improvement, and I couldn't figure out what has changed. I mean, you eat different things every day. I was thinking about what could it be, what could have improved my situation, and then just by chance, by researching on GABA, I found this about fibromyalgia, and I suddenly realized that probably that was the thing which improved the situation in the last couple of days, and I will definitely continue with that. I probably will continue updating this video, at least in the description or feedback area. Maybe we'll do more videos about my long-term experience with fibromyalgia and GABA. I think this could be super helpful, and yeah, I hope I was definitely, or I will be able to help you if you're affected in a similar way or same way from fibromyalgia. Would be really interesting to see or to learn from you if you have same thing, and if you try GABA, what the effect will be. Do you also experience such a positive effect? Please leave every kind of experience what you have down in the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about these things and learn new stuff, so would be really interesting. And yeah, that's it for now. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.